Now we're gonna talk about small intestine. After talking about digestion in stomach, and after knowing that the mechanical digestion in stomach, churning motion in stomach, and there are enzymes responsible for the chemical digestion. Let's know what is the small intestine. All digestion is completed and the nutrients are absorbed here in the small intestine. So completion of digestion plus absorption. And you can remember with me what the meaning of absorption: movement of the simple form of nutrients from the digestive system into the circulatory system. We mentioned before the pH in the stomach, we said 2 to 3, so it's a highly acidic pH. What about the pH in the small intestine? It's the opposite, 8. What the length of the small intestine? It's 6 meters. All digestion is completed in the duodenum. Actually, the small intestine is divided into 3 parts. The first part is called duodenum. So all digestion is completed in the duodenum. The first 10 inches of the small intestine. The first 10 inches of the small intestine are called duodenum. Which type of digestion? There is intestinal enzymes, so it's a chemical digestion. What the name of those enzymes? Amylases, so for completion of digestion of starch. Proteases, proteins. Lipases for lipids, you can know, and also nucleases. Pancreatic amylase amylases digest starch, as I told you. Peptidases such as trypsin, trypsin for proteins. You can remind yourself there is trypsin, chemotrypsin, so both for proteins. Nucleases hydrolyze nucleic acids into nucleotides. So nucleases for nucleic acids. You can notice that the name of the enzyme takes parts of the name of the substrates. So it's very easy to memorize the function of the enzymes. The name of the enzyme will remind you by the function. Nuclease for nucleic acids. Nucleic acids are polymers. The simple form of the nucleic acids, nucleotides, the monomers to form the nucleic acids. As I told you, lipases to break down fats from lipids. Lipases, lipids. Millions of finger-like projections called villi lie in the small intestine. What's the function of those villi? The villi are very important. Why? Because they perform the function of absorption. So, where can I find villi? Villi line the small intestine and absorb all nutrients. Each villus contains capillaries. Of course, as we know that the process of absorption, a process that connects the digestive system to the circulatory system, so I should find capillaries, blood vessels. So each villus contains capillaries which absorb amino acids, vitamins, monosaccharides. Amino acids, vitamins, monosaccharides, or those are simple forms of food, into the bloodstream. And lacteal, which absorbs fatty acids, and glycerol into the lymphatic system. So villus to carry all these nutrients into the bloodstream, and there is lacteal also to absorb fatty acids and glycerol into the lymphatic system. Villi have microscopic appendages called microvilli that further enhance the rate of absorption. What the benefit of having microvilli? Microvilli to increase the surface area of absorption. Look here at this. This is the villus. Inside the villus there is lacteal, as I told you before. This lacteal to connect to absorb fatty acids plus glycerol into the lymphatic system. Here there is epithelial cells, the lining cells should be epithelial because epithelial cells have thin membranes. Capillaries to absorb nutrients and carry nutrients into the bloodstream. This regarding to the small intestine.